Welcome everyone to my channel, that is Fast and Easy Maths, which is dedicated to give you tips and tricks related to mathematics. So students, today we are going to understand how to check if the number given is a prime number or is it a composite number. So first, very quickly, you need to understand there are few things, there are few rules. Okay, if you apply those rules and whenever you look at the number, you will be able to tell whether this number can be a prime number or a composite number. Okay. So first thing, it has to be an odd number without the unit digit being 5. Okay, so this is important. One thing very important is that it has to be an odd number. It cannot be an even number. Now you must be wondering, 2 is an even number and still it is a prime number. But students, 2 is the only even number which is prime. Okay. So apart from 2, any number which is even will straight away become a composite number. It will not be a prime number. Now, why did I say that the number which is an odd number also should not have a unit digit being 5? Means if I give you 55, or if I give you 165, or if I give you, let's say, 2005, all of these numbers are divisible by 5. And the definition of a prime number is what? That the number is either divisible by itself or 1. That's it. It cannot have any other factor. And if you look, all of these have a factor of 5. So definitely these come into the category of what? Composite numbers. Okay. Now, apart from this, how will you judge that a number which I have given, let's say I give you number of 197 or let's say 301. Okay, in that case, how will you figure out that whether this number is divisible or rather is a prime number or a composite number? So here, very important rule. What you have to do is, the number, whatever the number they have given you, if you add 1 to it or if you subtract 1 to it, okay, after adding 1 to the number or after subtracting the number by 1, the result is divisible by 3. If yes, then n can be a prime number. Okay, so basically let's add 1 to this. So when you add 197 plus 1, what you get is 198. Okay, and 198 is basically coming out to be, when you, let's check the divisibility rule for 3 is what? Adding all the digits. So here let's just add, either we get 198 or we get 196. Okay, so now what is the divisibility rule of 3? That you have to add all the digits, and when you add all of these digits, it is what? Divisible by 3, and this is not. Okay, but what have I said? That either 1, plus 1 or minus 1, any of this is divisible by 3, then we can say that the number can be a prime number. But please understand, the emphasis on can be. It is not necessary that it will for sure be a prime number. I will very soon show you an example where it is being divisible by 3, but still it is not a prime number. In this case, what you do is, if you want to be like completely sure, what you do is, first you take square root of 197. Square root of 197, can I say it is very close to 14? So I will check whether this number is divisible by all the prime numbers which is leading up to 14. So how many prime numbers are there? 2, 3, 5, 7, 11 and 13. Okay. Why I haven't taken anything other than that? Because we are just going to take prime numbers up till 14. means the number whatever they have given you, you have to take the square root of it and then you will try, or rather you will test for the divisibility rules of all the prime numbers resulting up to that particular number. Okay, so now since this is obviously an odd number, so this is not divisible by 2, 3 also it is not divisible, 5 also it is not divisible, for 7 no, for 7 also it's not divisible, 11 no, and 13 also no. So I can say that yes, this particular number is a prime number, or rather this number 197 is a prime number. Understood? Now understand, in order to know what are the divisibility rules of 7, 11 and 13, I have made a separate video on that, so please go ahead and check that out. I'll put the link in the description, or in somewhere on the top you will get that link. Okay, now coming to this, so again when you do this, so we get 302 or 300. So now this is divisible by 3. Okay, so now let's check for the divisibility rule. So now let's take square root of 301. So this is very close to, let's say 17. So again we will check for all the prime numbers leading up to 17. So that is 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13. Yeah, that's it. So again we'll check for all of these prime numbers. So again 2 and 3 is gone, 5 is also gone. For 7, if you don't know, I'll tell you what is the divisibility rule for 7. That is, multiply, or rather double the last unit digit, so which is what? 2. 1 into 2 is 2, and you subtract whatever answer you get from the rest of the digit, which is 30. So 30 minus 2 gets you 28, and yes, it is divisible by 7. So we can say that this is not a prime number. So you understood, in both these scenarios they were being divisible by 3, but one of it was a prime number and the other was not. So in order to be completely sure, in that case you have to use this particular logic of taking the square root. Okay, so now very quickly let me write down few questions, and let's see whether you will be able to figure out whether they can be a prime number or a composite number. So here I have given you a list of numbers. So now from here, looking at this number, we can directly say it's not a prime number, it's a composite number. This is also not a prime number, it's a composite number. Okay, why? Because this was an even number, and this number, even though it was odd, it still had the last digit, which was 5. That means it has a factor of 5. Okay, now the next one. So here we are going to do plus and minus 1. So 357 minus 1 will get you 356, and plus 1 will get you 358. So now 3 plus 5 is 11. Sorry, 3 plus 5 is 8. 8 plus 6 is 14, and 3 plus 5 is again 8. 8 plus 8 is 16. So here we can say both the plus 1 minus 1 is not being divisible by 3. So we can directly say that this number is not a prime number. Over here we get 1090, 1092. Now over here I can say that this one is prime divisible by 3. So here I can say that it can be a prime number. Okay, similarly over here what do we get is 1 2 3 8. So 1 2 3 8 6, and then we have 1 2 3 8 8. So when you add this, so this gets you 6. 6 plus 6 is 12. 12 plus 8 is 18. 12 plus 8 is 20. That is definitely not divisible. 8 plus 8 is 16. 16 plus 3 is 19. 19 plus 3 is 22. So again both of them are not divisible by 3. So I can say that this number is also not a prime number. So now over here, this one, so we get is 8566, or we get 8568. So when you add this, 6 plus 6 is 12. 12 plus 8 is 20. 20 plus 5 is 25. So that is not divisible. Then 8 plus 8 is 16. Plus 6 is 22. 22 plus 5 is going to get you 27. So yes, it again can be a prime number. Okay, so now coming to your DIY, I'm going to put up a question and you are going to tell me whether it can be a prime number or not. So the question is 7099. You will have to let me know whether it can be a prime number or not. So that's it for now. Do give a like to this video and do share it with your friends, because this is something which is very, very important for anyone who is appearing for all of these entrances. Okay, so that's it for now. I'll see you in the next video.